Hi there.
This feels
welcome to a brand new edition of the Roundtable. That's right. We are here, spicy and ready to go here in the city of Las Vegas. That is right. It's the 14th of September. This is the National Batman Day Eve show.
Oh, jeez.
Because it's two Eves. It's Saturday the 16th. That's right, Batman fans. That's right.
Did you guys hear that?
If you don't like it, you can turn off the set.
Is there anything missing? Do you guys see anything missing? You can still hear us, but just something missing. What do they think?
I don't know. Let's see if it's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook, God bless you very much. You can watch us on our show channel, which most of you probably are, or the WWDBTV channel on Facebook. Of course, the same two channels on YouTube, wherever you guys like. If you're driving around town, because back east it's 7 p.m., when everybody should be going home after dinner, whatever, WWDBTV on your Android. Download that app if you have the iPhone or any Apple product. WWDBTV LV, you can take us on the go. Or in about 72 hours, where can they find us, Mr. Mouth?
Roku.
That's right. What channel do they have to download?
What channel for
Yeah.
Roku?
Yeah.
WWDBTV.
Well, I'm asking. Tell them. I know the answer.
WWDBTV.com on Roku.
That's right.
Now, you're using your hands a lot. Do you speak deaf? Is that what that is?
No, I don't speak deaf. No, but when you're a Jew, you end up talking with your hands like Italians do.
Right.
That's why I end up breaking fingers, because I get them all crisscrossed.
You know what I used to think Roku was?
Uh-oh.
I thought it was a Japanese.
I thought it was a board game man at the casino. That's what I thought.
I started doing karate stuff.
Karate? I started hearing you say karate. I heard what was starting to come out.
Karate.
Of course, on the far end is the mouth, Mr. George Miklos.
What's
I
happening?
figured I would finally introduce everybody 20 minutes into the show. And to my right, as we found out last week, known as Tadpole, Mr. Rick Upchurch.
Hey, what's
Tadpole?
What's
Did
going
you
missed
see
that
what I
part.
called you in the post this week?
No,
Mr. Fleet of Foot.
I didn't.
Well, that I saw.
You saw
I
that?
didn't know what the tadpole. What's the tadpole thing?
Well, in our conversations last week, we were having some. You were here, wasn't he in there? Didn't we ask that on the air last? Oh, that was on Saturday.
Yeah, that was
My
on Saturday.
show. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
I
my
get you.
bad.
It was me and you, big
That's
guy.
right.
My
That's right. It was
bad.
on Aaron's there. We got to talking about silly stuff, and I asked him about nicknames and all that. And that's
Okay.
what came.
Wasn't that pretty good though, man? Without George here, the mouth.
Was it?
Man,
see,
you
what
and
is
I
it?
could
What
go
is it with you?
1-on-1 and that whole deal.
Please notice who said that, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it with you
It was
guys?
your friend over here. It
That's
wasn't me.
right.
Just
Right.
remember that.
Whatever.
All right, but
I
anyway,
don't like you. You know why I don't like you. There's one reason why I don't like you.
And I'm
So,
trying
hey,
to be.
man,
And
talk
I'm
to
trying to
the
be nice.
Yeah, I know you
I
are,
haven't
man.
said a
except for
word.
that picture you sent in the
Oh, that's
text
right. In the
chat.
double.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah.
Interesting in the NFL this week.
Oh, I don't know. A
Lots.
couple of things. Let's see.
Lots.
The Giants are still waiting for their alarm clock to ring
Oh, did you see
because
the
they had a
cartoon?
game against
Did you
Dallas.
see the cartoon I sent him about the Giants? and
Yeah,
Cowboys?
I think it
Isn't
was
it
pretty
cute?
good. Yeah, I
Isn't
think
it
it
cute?
was.
Yeah.
Next week, there's no show for you. You're not invited next week. Anyway, the Giants are still waiting for their answer to their alarm to get the butts to the game last week. The Jets in the same stadium, however, suffered a worse fate.
Yeah, they did.
4 plays in, their savior for the Super Bowl is out with a torn Achilles. And of course, these guys went at it last week. And boy, I wish I was a fly in the wall in each of their houses.
Oh my gosh.
Where the Raiders
I was worried. Believe me,
defeated
man.
the Broncos, 17-16?
Yeah.
17-16.
I wasn't happy with their performance, so let's not get it
But they
twisted.
got to win.
I'm glad they won,
right?
but their performance was horrible.
You know, the one thing I always
You
talk
only
about.
scored points.
What part of the game do I always talk about, guys, when I'm talking about football?
Usually defense or special
No,
teams.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, special teams. Yeah, I know that. I did say it.
What? We missed a field goal.
You did.
3 points. Then we missed an extra point, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
you did.
That gives us 4 points, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
We win 20-17.
You do.
If this guy on special teams, folks, this is why I tell you special teams is so important. You can either win the game or you can lose the game.
And in this
And
case,
people neglect special teams. Play all 3 phases of the game.
I agree.
And in George's world, if I had breasts, I'd be a woman. But you didn't get those 4 points, so it doesn't matter.
You
Coulda,
be a
woulda,
woman.
shoulda.
She whiz.
I'd be an ugly one.
Believe me, I was
But what
worried.
size
But at
bra
least
would you
both,
be
of,
wearing?
but,
I mean,
You think I wanted to face Rick if the Rays had lost?
but at
I
least
was like
both
worried.
of you guys scored points.
That's right.
Daniel Jones was sacked 7 times. He's still looking
He
for a way
was.
to get up off the ground.
That was
Well,
He
the-
never wants to see number 11 coming
But
out
see,
of
now,
again.
what makes me mad about that is now they're talking all big on Dak and the Cowboys now.
well,
There's
Aaron,
one
Aaron,
game, the Giants just kind of.
Jets are playing him this week.
well, Aaron, look.
I'm Aaron. That's
I know. I'm talking with George. I'm talking with Aaron, but I'm talking to you, Aaron.
Error.
Oh, error.
Why don't you, man, suit up and get in there with the big butts, man, and make some movement up there with.
I would. I'd be get
I can
killed,
make him
but I
move
would.
it right over there.
Do a 1-day contract.
I
with
can
him.
make a move right over there.
You can make him. I know.
I can make
I would
number
do
2
it.
move.
I know that's.
As long as I had health insurance for 1 game, I would do it.
You would.
Got to give me health insurance.
Dude,
God
let me
forbid.
tell you, the next day after you did that,
Oh, I'd probably.
I think rigor mortis would sit in, and you would not move.
And then you'd
for
feel
about
better.
a
2
week or
weeks.
two. Okay, I was gonna say a week, but yeah, I'd still do it though. I would
I
still
know you
risk
would.
just because it's fun. It's
Man,
fun.
what
It's-
happened to George's knee? What happened to George's knee?
Right,
Well, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
and that was just walking.
Which was the football field in the first
On
place.
the football in the first
Right,
place. But he
right.
was just a water boy. That's what I'm trying
That's
to say.
right. I was just walking. when it
Adam
happened.
Sandler. Right?
Right.
Walking right by.
That's it.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers, he was the air in that stadium Monday night. When
Oh,
he-
I felt it in the
when he
living room
couldn't- I
watching
did
the game.
too.
I was like,
When he got
even
up,
I went.
then he went down.
I
and-
knew then.
And the whole thing just was gone. But give the Jets credit. They came back to win on in overtime on a what?
Special teams.
There you go, on a punt return.
Great punt return, by the way.
So
But
now
his
they're going to see.
emotions are high. And,
Well, he says he doesn't want to go down this way. He may come back. He's
Well,
what,
I think-
39? Is that
yeah.
his age?
Well, the thing is they were comparing. Marino was 32 when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So he was 7 years younger than Aaron Rodgers. I was thinking that today when
Mhm.
you just said Aaron Rodgers. It's either going to be career ending and he's going to decide to quit, or he's going to say, "Damn, I didn't even get a shot with the Jets.
Yeah.
I'm going to try one more time."
I don't
So-
think he wants. I think he's too much of a competitor
He
to
doesn't
end
wanna end
this
it.
way.
I agree with
Right?
that too. So we'll see. I think he's going to come back.
Well, here's the big thing,
But he's
guys.
40.
Look, I had the opportunity to play on this turf stuff back when it was just bad. It was really, really bad.
Mhm.
What happens is that your cleat, man, once they get stuck in that turf and that whole deal, they're stuck. And when you try to make a move and push off of it, it's going to put so much stress on those ligaments.
Right.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
Here's the big thing. The way these guys practice now in preseason does not prepare them for game speed. When you're just running around out on the field and you're just bumping each other and you're not, stressing those muscles and that old deal, you're not getting yourself in game shape.
I agree.
I'm telling you. And you saw when he put that foot in the ground and he pushed off, you could see it go.
I don't.
See, it's
I didn't
This-
think it was much of a push as much as he was trying to twist out of
Right.
the tackle. I saw this way. I saw it, but you've been on the field.
The
It looked to
twist.
me like that the twist and the toe did not come up on the twist.
Right.
Is what hurt it. Not that he was planting.
Right.
I just kind of saw it where on the twist is what got him because that foot rolled up under him.
Okay.
When he got up, I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just a...
Took a limp or two.
But then when he went back down, I knew. I
Yeah.
said, oh,
No, I knew it when I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I
that's
saw
ugly.
everything do
The,
this.
ca-
Yeah.
the
And
calf
I was
just
like-
kind of jiggled.
And I was like, oh
jelly.
my God. I said, well, his season is done. It's
Yeah.
over. No doubt about it. Look, that's why these quarterbacks and stuff, look, you guys got to get out there and play too.
Mhm.
Put in at least 3 or 4 series so that you can get your body
I
used.
think he only played one series against the Giants.
Yeah,
in the last
And those
preseason
2
game.
a days, you might hate them, but that's what they're for.
We went 6 weeks
I
of
did.
2 a days.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
could.
How you
Wow.
like them apples?
We went 2
did.
days in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
So,
now you're preparing
2 weeks.
yourself out there, man, for game speed.
Right.
And if you don't, man, the body, man, has to condition itself, right?
Right.
Like you go in and lift weights, go and lift weights
Mhm.
so that you condition the body so that it can take pressure.
And granted, as you get older, and the longer you're in the league, 15 years like he's been, 16. Granted, he's not going to participate in every single drill or every single practice, but he didn't really do that much at all during the.
Let me tell you
So
something.
There's only 2 or 3 games now.
That's
as
the
far as-
difference between us old heads, right? Every practice, man, we were out there, man, going through it.
Right. Yeah.
Because we knew we had to prepare ourselves for the Oakland Raiders. We had to prepare ourselves for the Kansas City Chiefs. We had to prepare ourselves for game speed, gang. I don't know how much more I can say that.
You know, it's so funny. Practice makes perfect. I don't care what happens. Allen Iverson.
Only if you're practicing perfectly.
Whatever, man.
And you're right, John.
He is, but
You're
whatever. Yeah. All right, Mr. Technical.
You practice. You play the way you want.
Practice.
The way you practice.
Correct.
Every show you do that to me.
Yeah. Who does he think
Allen
he is?
Iverson.
It's going to get worse.
Oh, great. Allen
I have
Iverson.
some frustrations I got to get out.
But
Allen Iverson, if you remember back in the day with the Sixers, when he was the MVP and everything else, the Sixers were not doing well in this stretch. And people were quite, the press conference was all about practice. And he looks up and he says, practice? You want to talk about practice? You know, because he wasn't going all the practices.
right.
I don't care what kind of level superstar you are. You want to be a leader, you practice.
Correct.
You show the team. Even if it's a quiet
right.
leadership, you go out there and you practice.
That's how Kobe did it. First in, last out.
Yeah,
That's right.
They
absolutely.
didn't say nothing. He would just come in and
But there are ways to condition the body, which you and I were talking about on the phone
Absolutely.
yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lynn Swan, we know he was a ballet. He took ballet for the limber and the flexibility, and he was a dancer.
Herschel did too.
Herschel, you played ball during the offseason. Right?
Martial arts and basketball.
Martial arts and basketball.
Yeah.
So I wonder, you know, today with all these big contracts and clauses are put into contracts on what these guys can't do.
Right. You can't jump off. You can't jump out of an airplane.
Didn't a couple of years ago,
I
I know
had some
Roethlisberger back in the day hurt himself on a motorcycle.
Right.
But there was somebody that played basketball a couple of years ago during an offseason or a pickup game. I want to say it was a quarterback. I could be wrong, but he was playing a pickup game.
Yeah.
Innocently playing a pickup game.
And
Right.
boom.
And Dave Meggett of the Giants back in the day with the Pro Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They were playing beach volleyball. What does he do?
Mhm.
He tore his knee up and he was lost to the Giants the following season.
Right.
I remember seeing it.
So there's risk in both ways.
Right.
Absolutely.
I read an article with John Elway. He had something in his contract stating that he couldn't do certain physical activities. Skiing, I think, was one. I think skiing was it because of being with the Broncos in Colorado. I thought it was a
I don't
sport
see
or two.
Rick skiing. He probably would.
Yeah, so
Well,
That his ability to go skiing.
and there were certain stipulations, stuff he couldn't do.
Right.
Well, with all the contracts, you have that stipulation in it.
Yeah,
You have the team contract,
Right.
and then you have the league contract in that deal. And so when you're talking about the team contract, they set protocol, man, for their players. I remember they told me I couldn't ride on dirt bikes anymore.
Okay.
They said, Rick, you can't ride on dirt bikes anymore. What happened was I was riding it up in Red Rocks, and I went over a cliff and the thing blows all over me. I get burnt and all that stuff. And I walk in, I miss a couple of weeks of practice.
Right.
They called me in the office and says, Rick, look in your contract and you cannot do this.
Right.
We could get rid of you right now simply because of that.
Right.
But we're not.
Did
Absolutely.
you get fined?
I did get fined.
Okay.
I did. I got fined. Never happened again.
Now, if I
So
would have done,
I'm sorry.
No,
did
no,
they
go ahead.
set that in your contract and then you went dirt bike, or was it?
Yes. Well, what I didn't do, I didn't look through all of the contract and look at that stipulation where it says,
I would have fired my agent.
because what it is, it says that you're not doing your job. You're not at your job, and that injury is not job related.
Oh, okay.
And you can't even collect workers' comp.
And not
That's
even
right.
on a day off, you go out dirt bike riding and
That's
get
right.
hurt. Boom.
Well, that's why it was a big to do when Roethlisberger fell off his motorcycle years ago.
That's right.
But
couple
was that
years in.
before or after? Okay, Ben.
No, it
we
was
don't-
in his they said it was in his contract, and he
that
rode the
couldn't.
bike anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
got
there you
hurt.
are.
But here's the other thing,
Yeah.
guys. If you look at it, if you understand the NFLPA, and we've been asking for this since I played, to get rid of this turf. The turf is dangerous.
I like
It
natural
really
grass.
is.
I don't know why they would.
They want all the stadiums now to go to natural grass.
They should.
And boy, the type of labor that you're going to have
Oh,
as
just
far as
mowing this.
and
And they
Just
make
mowing it.
billions of dollars, but they don't want to do that.
they don't want to do that, really. But yet they want to build bigger stadiums.
Right, right.
Really?
How many times did we see on Monday night on the Giants game when somebody was tackled or whatever? They came up with all the pellets.
I loved it.
I mean, all over their helmet.
Yeah,
I
on
like the grass and their
You know,
face mask.
Well, no, I'm
and
not
they
talking
had
about
the-
grass. I'm talking about the pellets and artificial turf on Monday night. Daniel Jones was sacked. On one of his sacks, he got up. And when I tell you, like the
Pellets
whole
for
front
what?
of the helmet was filled with the pellets from the artificial
Yes.
turf
Yes.
that came up and hit his face.
yeah.
So
rid of
that
it.
that's not a good thing because imagine if some of that went into his eye.
Right.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
yeah, get rid of
And he doesn't wear a
artificial
shield like Dak. Dak doesn't wear a shield, but some quarterbacks do. But
Sure.
still,
Oh, I'm
It's
pro grass
unnatural.
all the way.
I'm pro grass,
And
mud, get the
pretty much in every-
rainstorms. Show me the mud on the jersey.
Yeah,
Well,
I-
what,
happened to that?
and also with the pellets in the turf.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Without those pellets, when we played, that turf was about 130 degrees.
Right.
It's a lot
Now
harder,
with
yeah.
the black pellets in there,
Right. It
absorbing that heat, it's about 160, 170.
That's all.
Yeah, it might be more.
Let me-
But I'm gonna tell you something. When you hit the ground and you fall,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's gonna eat
It's
you
gonna
up, bro.
get you. I never played, but when I went out to the Pro Bowl in 2009 with Rich Perez and Joey Browner, we had done a show before, and they set me up, unbeknownst to me, to be a photographer on the sideline. Not to mention Tony Gonzalez almost ran me over in the end zone, but it was the first time I was on a turf field like that. And
Yes.
you are 1,000,000% correct. And I wasn't running; I was just standing on the sideline. Boy, let me tell you, you could have cooked 12,000 eggs on that turf, and it would have been done like that. It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy hot.
You know, when you played on grass back in high school and college, it was a badge of honor. We had white helmets. So when you hit your opponent's helmet, they might have
And you got
red,
the scuff marks.
you got the scuff marks on their
Uh-huh.
helmet and the dirt and the mud. That was like at the end of the game, hey man, what would you have me? It was awesome to have the dirt and feeling just today everything's so shiny and clean and it's
Well, for me, I love the smell of cut grass.
Yeah.
I really do. It
run
just
through
lets
the
you know that
Even
football
after,
season
especially
is-
after a rain.
after a rain,
right.
you smell it and you're saying to yourself, "Oh man, the juices get flowing, man. It's the best smell in the world."
Smell of grass.
Not that grass.
Well, me
We're not-
too. I'm not
Guess
gonna-
what? We're not in Denver, okay? We're not in Colorado. All right, with that, we're going to step aside for our first break of the show. We got a lot more to do. We're
Already?
talking about a new union, perhaps. Steven Tyler messed up.
Yeah.
Something about a California burglar making himself at home, and who knows what else. Maybe even certain questions may pop out of the air. And of course, America Speaks somewhere along the line. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, America's
Hello, my name is Anselmo Cornelius, and I'm one of the 1,000 digital branch office owners of Transact Card in the country. If I could save you money and double your buying power, wouldn't you want to know how to do that? The U.S. national launch for the Transact Card is coming to the Paris Hotel, Las Vegas, on November 12th, 13th, and 14th. We are now in pre-launch mode for our company's opportunity platform, which means discounts and savings right now on new memberships. If you obtain your card before the November 12th launch date, you will never pay an annual fee like you do for most credit cards. Transact Card can enhance your buying power and change your financial well-being. One swipe of the card at a time. With a new twist in banking, contact me, Anselmo Cornelius, at 209-990-7720. That's 209-990-7720. Thank you.
Nope.
no.
All right, welcome back as we are discussing the ability of stretching when it comes to football play. Anyway, we'll get back to that in a little bit. Thank you for watching the Roundtable. We appreciate it. The mouth, Fleet of Foot, the voice. We are here today, and Chief is
Fleet
in the
of
house. There he is, Chief. Good to see you. Mr. John, I see, is reaching towards the microphone, which can only mean one.
Ding, 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 ding.
Jesus, he's loud. Are you like that with sex?
Remember, he's getting frustration out.
Oh, that's
Why are you asking him if he's like that with sex? Why do you care?
well. I'm just asking. Is that loud? It's just
All
loud.
right, John. What?
That's his wife, girlfriend, whatever it is.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I'd be asking for my money back.
Chief says, "What's up, fellas?" And Jarhead.
I take it John's
So-
the jar. Is he a Marine? Oh yeah,
Well,
that's right.
John
He was.
is. Yeah,
I knew
John
they
is.
went to. Okay.
We have John, and then we have the Navy represented
Thank you
with
very much.
Chief.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You weren't in the Navy. Were you in the Navy? Oh, you were in the Navy too. All right. Well, did you know George is in the
I went
Navy?
to boot camp in Orlando. I went through that
You're
shit.
down 2-1.
I went
Chief
through that
and
shit.
George. All right. Are you interrupting us for something?
Yeah, I tried to join the Navy, but they found out my parents were married.
Oh, much.
Hello.
Oh, comedy at its finest again.
Hey, it's time for the weird question of the day.
And
And the question is,
Oh my God.
drum roll.
Are we going to survive?
Drum roll.
Are we going to survive this show?
40 minutes to go. Shit.
What's the question?
I don't know. That was the question.
Was it the Batman? What was
No.
the movie? The
That
Western?
was your favorite cowboy movie.
That's right.
Hey,
That's the one.
I think, guys, it was the Agent Orange, man. He survived it.
Right.
And boy, it's done some other stuff to him.
Took 50 years, but yeah.
It's finally kicking in.
Too
What
much-
is our?
The drugs are kicking in.
Too much THC.
Well,
huh?
you need some marijuana now after what happened this weekend. Anyway, the question today was, what's your favorite cowboy movie?
Yeah.
That's open to everybody. We want to know. Don't
Now,
ask me why.
You can go back as far as when you were a kid, or just
Absolutely,
recently.
or currently, or whatever
Okay.
you want. This is going to be a new segment. Whenever John wants to screw us up, he's going to throw these questions out at us. We have to get a real bell or ding
Well,
or
it's not going
buzz
to be
or
a
something.
cowboy segment every week. is
No,
it?
it's going to be
Hey,
a question.
howdy, partner.
It's like the mystery question.
Okay.
Like the
Okay.
favorite word of the day, Groucho Marx.
Right.
The
Yeah.
Floyd of the
Okay.
day. John is going to do that with us to throw us off our game. So you can put it in the chat room. What was your favorite Western or cowboy show, movie, whatever you'd like? If you want to call in and tell us, that's okay too. 702-992-3207 would be great. Call us. What is it? Aaron, where is the football helmet? John needs it. Did you see what I brought in for Thoughts Count Anywhere on Saturday since it was the start of the football season? I have a replica of the old style leather
Oh,
helmets.
yeah.
And I
Oh,
brought
no
it in
shit.
and Chief put it on. I'll show you a picture. I took.
1920s.
Oh my God. But I'll show you a picture of Chief wearing it. It's funny.
Who?
Chief,
Chief
from
what?
wrestling.
What was his
He was
name?
Chief is his nickname.
I thought you said War Nuts or something like that, right?
War Nuts.
No? Did I mishear that?
He wore the leather helmet replica.
Oh, okay.
He wore nuts. He had nuts.
That's what.
All right.
That's all.
Welcome to the Roundtable.
Right.
Thank you for joining us today. We're starting all over.
Hey, you
Right.
guys can answer the question too, you know.
We can?
Yeah.
But
we're
I'd
still
love
on the
our,
cowboy thing.
if you're watching us on YouTube, put your answer in the chat room. John can see it and share it with us. So, of course, if you're watching us in the chat room on Facebook, put it there or call us 702-992-3207. I know some people down in Texas that should be calling us. Yes, sir, John.
I have a bonus question.
Uh-oh.
We haven't even answered the cowboy one yet.
Go ahead.
This is for extra credit.
But what are we winning?
All right. You'll find out.
A sack.
Oh, great. A sack. Oh, a sack of what? A sack of.
Looking at your screens, what is different this week from last week?
I said that at the
He
beginning.
asked at the very beginning of the
That's the
show.
first thing
When
out
I
of my
said,
fucking
"Where's
mouth.
Waldo?"
Well, it's the background.
No.
Oh, my bad.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, the background. Foreground, background.
Foreground.
Yeah,
Foreground is a
okay.
lot different than background.
Well, thanks a lot for helping me.
By the way, did they steal the internet?
Thank you, Captain
Did they
Obvious.
steal the internet too?
Oh, there you
No.
go. There's some. They're coming
Chief.
in. They're coming
Chief
in.
says
There's somebody telling you.
Roy Rogers, Roy Rogers and Sky King. Who the hell was Sky King?
Oh,
Yeah, Sky King. Remember, he had the airplane.
As a Western?
Yes.
Cowboy and a,
Yes.
and don't forget
Sky King. Look it
I did
up.
not ask about aviators.
You never. Well, but he was a cowboy.
When was that on?
That was back in the 60s and 70s.
No way.
No,
What's it called?
Was it in the 50s?
early 60s.
Or,
I
well,
was born in
60s.
'64.
That's what look it up, and you'll
I
see.
can't. I'm watching the chat room.
Okay, I'll look it up
Look
for
it
you.
up.
So
Okay.
what's
Either
Sky
way,
King?
I
You
was-
mean a Western with airplanes?
Yes.
Well, I thought we were talking about
Starring
1870.
Wilbur and Orville Wright.
I thought we were
guess.
talking about 1870.
Okay, here we go.
Westerns or-
Okay.
They were crime solvers.
So we're not talking 19th century Westerns.
We're talking anything, any Western you want. Mine was Blazing Saddles and Gunsmoke.
Okay.
Take that for what it's worth. All right, let's get back to it. Well,
That's two movies.
that's
Yeah.
okay. Well, Chief answered with two things. If Chief can do it, I can do it.
Outlaw Josie Wales. That's
That's
where
you know what? That was a good one too.
Yeah.
That was
any
a good-
any Clint Eastwood.
There you go, man.
movie,
What?
period.
Sky King, man.
Whatever.
There you
Sky
go.
King.
When was it on?
TV.
What's the date of the first episode? Whoops. What's the date of the first episode?
I
Right
don't
there.
have my glasses
Oh,
on.
bullshit.
1952?
Yeah, April 5th, 1952.
Oh yeah, I remember
I
that
was
one.
just being born.
I was negative
So-
12.
Yeah, well, you weren't even around yet, huh?
I had
I wasn't even a blink in their eye.
But what
My
a great,
parents didn't even know each other.
what a great
neither. My
show,
parents didn't know
gang.
each other
If
either.
you ever get a chance to see Sky King, you got a cowboy that can fly, and he can get the guys, man, get the criminals quicker than you can even imagine.
So
And
what was
don't
it?
forget Penny.
So what was Sky King? Where was it set? I mean, was it in a city with cars?
I don't know.
Was it
No,
looking at the farm?
it was out in the
LAX.
yeah, no, it was out just like here in Vegas. I mean, out in
Ladies and gentlemen, the
desert,
opinions
yeah.
expressed at this show at this time are not those necessarily of anybody else. But anyway, no. Did we even talk about anything on our topic list except the NFL?
After the
Wait,
topic
you have a
list,
topic list?
I actually forgot about the
That's
topic
okay.
list.
I got it. I will lead you to the promised
You
land.
talk about Steven Tyler of Aerosmith was on that list.
Right, that's on the list, but I'm going to go to one that's more intriguing.
Let's go.
Strippers Union.
That's right.
Talk
There
about
you
that.
go.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Look,
I guess
Sky
that's-
King.
Where's the horse?
That's the horse right there, big dog.
That's
Horsepower.
You guys have
That's
this-
400,000 horses, right?
Yes, sir.
You
There
guys
you
have an
go.
attention span of a flea.
What? Strippers.
See,
I
yeah,
remember where we
yeah,
were.
Portland,
Strippers Union.
Portland, Oregon.
And I read in the article it said that that's the hotbed of this stuff.
Yeah, Portland.
Portland?
Oregon.
Have
Well,
they been to Las Vegas?
I know Portland's real liberal, so
For
maybe
what?
they have
For
strippers. Strippers.
Oh, really?
They want a union.
Strippers Union.
They want a
strippers
union.
union.
Oh, okay.
Maybe-
Well, let me tell you where they got one. I'll tell you where they got a strippers union. Go to Thailand and see what you
Oh.
get, man.
Well, the red light district. And what
Do they
is
have
that?
a union?
Look.
Really? For
Yeah, I'm sure they do over there,
Well,
man.
the
'cause,
red light district overseas. What country is that in?
Holland, Netherlands.
or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
You
that
go right
might
up
be.
to the window. I'll take 3 of those.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
got to be a union.
Right.
Anyway, let's go. Let's hear about it.
Thailand.
Well, as soon as are you sure the internet didn't get stolen along with everything else? Okay. Strippers
Put
on
a beer
strike.
on there.
Dancers in America's strippiest city. I never heard that.
That's
term.
what I'm saying. Strippiest city. Come to
city.
Vegas. Whoever wrote that
major
article.
victory against employers. Portland Dancers, Oregon. They become second group of unionized
Those
strippers in
horses.
the nation after months-long strike. So they were striking for a month. What does that mean?
How do they?
No. How do you strike? You just don't show up at work and they wear
I
the
guess. Well, think of Larry's Hustler or the Hustler Club by Larry Flint down there. If no girls showed up, who's going to go
So
in?
the Magic Tavern Strip Club launched a strike in April, citing dangerous working conditions. What are the dangerous working conditions? What are they?
Does it state that in there?
Last week, the striking dancers voted 16-0 in favor of unionizing with Actors Equity Association. Now they're actors. I missed that part. Now they're actors.
Yeah. Well,
Strippers.
Well,
I
they
guess
kind of
it
are,
could
but
be,
they don't need any SAG writers.
Yeah, where's the poll?
I think they're dancers. That's what they're called, right?
They're
Right.
ad-libbers, entertainers, and dancers.
Yeah, they're
They
entertainers.
certainly don't need writers. So
I
the
know- not
writers,
at all. They can write their own script now. I'm
It
telling you.
says a small
and
number
it'll
of
be
strippers.
69 pages long. But anyway,
Yeah, they're unsatisfied with the policies at the club where they've been associating with desperate group of politically active sex workers. Sex workers are politically active?
well,
Holy shit, now we're going to...
may he rest in peace. Dennis, what's his name, up in the Pahrump area up
Oh,
there. He
yeah.
wanted to run for.
He got elected, didn't he? After
He
he
was
died,
dead.
he got
He
elected.
got elected. He was
Holy
dead.
shit, American politics. You could die and get elected.
So now that they voted first of all, only 16 strippers worked there.
here's a list.
That
The
they went
city-
16 and
the
0.
cities with the most strip clubs. Houston's first, Portland's second, LA's third, New York City's fourth, Las Vegas is number 5.
Wow.
They have strippers in Detroit.
Maybe it's per.
Oh yeah, they got them over
Shit.
there, that big dog.
maybe it's per capita because Portland is not as big a city as Las Vegas.
65 clubs in Houston, 54 in Portland. LA's got 52. New York City's only got 48.
Well, remember, Giuliani cleaned a lot of that up back
Right,
in the
oh,
day.
damn Giuliani. 34 in Las Vegas, 33 in Philly. Detroit, that's just still 80 below zero.
What?
They got strippers and shit.
Heck yeah, man.
32.
It's an indoor job, baby.
Well, yeah. Well,
What they can do with the shovel
well, I'll
is
tell
something
you, a lot
worth
of their
writing
work
about.
could be outside, in the alley.
Yes.
Strippers do have other ways of making money.
Oh
That's
my
right.
god.
I know that shit.
Oh,
Honey,
shit.
I hope you didn't hear that.
Did you read the articles in the magazine? Of course.
Right,
I
of
told
course.
you
I
that.
didn't look at the pictures.
No, of course.
I
not.
read the articles.
You read between the lines,
Right.
and there were 2 pages.
Well, the thing
So,
about it, the strippers, they want to be treated like decent people. This is their profession. A profession that's been around for how long, gang?
Longer
Centuries.
Than, yeah.
Longer than John's been alive.
Centuries, right?
Yes.
And so,
At least 2,023 years that we know of.
I would think so.
and so I would think, man, the women, after a while, you know how men are. We get to the point to where we're arrogant with them. We treat them bad because we feel like they're sluts and they're not worth it.
Mhm.
They're out making a
They
living.
make $3,000 a night.
They're making a living, right? They're making a living just like anybody else out there in a businessman where they can use their body. That's what that
And
is.
a lot of them, in all honesty, listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've never been in one. Of course, I've gone into the gentlemen's clubs over the years, and you talk with them, and many of them, all right, strip club, titty bar, whatever you want to freaking call them, Many of them are truly legitimately in there for a second job
Yeah, they're
because
there.
they want to go to school.
Yeah, they're getting their degree to be a doctor.
Right, seriously, but they are. A lot of them are.
I know.
But you're right though. I mean, imagine if they were proctologists, but that's a whole nother
Yes,
story.
I'm going
Yeah,
to law
but
school.
still, a lot of them are
$3,000 a
doing it.
night.
Or they're a single parent. You know, the
Yeah.
dad left them. They got a kid or two. They're trying to put the kid through school.
If
They
you get
need
in the
money.
right club, you can
Right.
make 20, 30 grand a
Oh,
month.
they're-
I've heard those
Yeah,
stories.
in
They own a
cash.
house in Summerlin, $500,000
Yeah,
In
house,
cash.
And
That's
it's
the
in
thing.
cash.
Yeah.
and they don't have to give anything up.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And you know what
They
I'm
don't
saying?
have to ride the wild horse for nothing.
And once again, it's been around for how long?
Forever.
Look, this is not new
Forever.
stuff. And don't act like you've never been around it or seen it or any of that type of stuff. Stop it, because it's been around forever. Look, again, these young ladies or young men, whoever, are trying to make a living, just like when a person gets up and goes to their job each and every day.
Chief says, "Hey, if everyone else can have a union, why can't strippers? It's an
Right.
art form."
That's right.
Well, if I'm
Chief
getting
should head
called,
the
if I'm
union.
getting called a slut every night, but they're throwing $500 at me, I can live with it. Some of these it depends on the club. Some of these clubs in here, they're making 150, 200 grand a year. You can call me slut anytime you want. Just throw the shit at me.
I'll pay you never ever to do that again.
Was that ugly, man? Oh my
man,
God.
Elaine Bettis is now sitting in for the
Oh,
voice.
We should put
man.
a pole right here in the middle, man. I'll swing
Oh,
over.
What is your wife's name?
Denise,
Denise.
Denise, we're sorry.
Yeah, Denise.
We'll get you a Purple Heart or something because you need something.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get some holy water and throw it on it before you go.
All right, so strippers union. So we're all for them. Seriously, does it say in there what they get as part of the? I mean,
It didn't say
I
what
mean,
they were.
but it's not a big-
benefits. What are the benefits?
well, health benefit. But first of all, understand this: they are independent contractors.
That's right.
Independent
Yeah, the
contractors get no
1099.
benefits.
That's right.
So unless they are W-2 or W-4, whichever way people call it, you're a W-2 employee, you have taxes taken out. Yeah, you can have a union. You can have union like the teachers. They have dues taken out of their pay. You can do all of that,
Medical,
all that
gynecologists
stuff. But
once a
that's
month.
not an independent contractor.
Right.
These ladies and men, because there's men's strip clubs too,
Yeah.
that they are independent contractors, and that's the way independent. Why would how can independent contractors even strike?
But if you're making 200 grand a year, you can afford your own insurance.
Well,
Whatever.
of course, but
They
now if they're talking
always-
about working conditions are an issue,
Like what, Dave?
that's
we
that's a
demand
different thing.
food. We demand
Well,
to
no,
be fed.
But
What
they are.
else?
If places have, they are. But here's the thing: if it's a safe environment, if it's an unsafe environment, that's the part of that I'd like to learn more about. Are the guys who are and gals, because gals go into men's clubs, are they being too handsy? That's unsafe.
There's always
But-
a risk. The lap
but-
dances,
of
but you have
course.
security. You don't think
But
I didn't security those
Of
clubs?
course.
They'll
Of
throw your
course.
ass out in a second if you do something bad.
But also, you have the health department that comes in and they check all that stuff out.
Yeah.
They check for roaches, they check for rats, they check for mold, they check for everything in these places to make sure when the clients come in there that they're in a safe environment as well.
Right.
And
And
they
they
check
check
the
everything.
And
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and they check the couches with the black lights.
Yes, sir.
Seriously,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And you can't have. I know some clubs they might try to stretch the law or the line, and they'll have back rooms where they get private lap dances.
Right,
Yes.
right,
But,
right.
again, they can't do anything more than I've been to those where you lap dance, you can't touch them. Fuck that! I'm never doing that again, man. That's the whole point. I don't want you dancing all over me, and I can't touch you. Stop.
I remember I took my coach up at the University of Minnesota. He came to my induction into the Hall of Fame up there. And so we took my coach out from high school. He came up and we took him out, a bunch of us guys. We took him out in that old deal. So we take him to a strip club, right? He's never been to a strip club before in his life, right? He's a big time, he's a big time virgin for sure.
Denver.
And we get him in there. No, this is in Minneapolis.
Okay.
And so we get him in there. We're sitting down and that whole deal. So a friend of ours, the quarterback that was our quarterback in high school, he puts down some money, man. It would be a girl goes over and she starts, dancing in front of him and that whole deal. And he's sitting there like this and he goes like this. And we're like, no. She pushes his hands away and he's sitting there and he puts his hands again. He said, no. He says, then he's like, Coach, you can't grab or touch them. He says, I don't like playing this game.
Me
I'm
neither.
getting out of here.
I agree totally. I never liked it.
He didn't like playing that game. He said, man, if I can't grab it, I don't want it.
Next thing you know, you got $1,000 missing out of your wallet. Stop.
My gosh. Hey, let's move on, shall we? When you go on vacation, do you ever worry about what's going on with your house? Hello, Patrick. Good to see you out there, sir. Are you ever worried about what's going on with your house when you're out of town?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's why I don't go.
Gentlemen of honor. Well, Patrick, you just missed the last segment, dude, because we'd be far. He must have just tuned in.
Well, I think he knows us.
Well, he knows me. He doesn't know you guys as well.
That's
But he knows if you guys are hanging with me, that can't be good.
Okay.
Anyway, a California burglar breaks into a home, drinks all the liquor, eats food for 2 days. Why? When the owner is on vacation.
Oh, I sent you that one.
Wow. I know. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Do you have the article?
I'll have to bring it up.
Isn't that something?
I mean, look, there's squatting. We know squatting happens in
Sure.
empty homes, right?
Sure.
But
Even
not in a home that's
where I live, there was a unit a couple of streets over a couple of years ago where it was vacant because the landlord hadn't rented it out yet.
Right.
Well, one night, woo, cops were in and they were throwing probably 24 people out of there that had broken in and squatted in the house.
Wow.
And it's an epidemic.
Well, there's one in Hollywood.
Yeah.
$10 million mansion. They trashed it. The rich suck.
Right.
Well, why are you staying in their place then?
Right.
$10 million marble, everything. They just trashed it in.
Great. So, if you have a home that's $10 million,
everywhere.
if you have a home that's $10 million, where the hell is your security guy?
That's for sure.
I would think, yeah.
Your HOAs, right? I mean, should be taking care of some of that,
That
right?
gated community didn't work at all.
Oh my goodness.
So where do you remember? So where in California was this? I know you're searching for the article.
Yeah, it's right here, GS, California. He hung out there for 2 days, ate all their food in San Francisco suburb, Piedmont.
Okay.
Piedmont. Okay, that makes sense. San Francisco. That's where all that shit's happening now, literally. So yeah. The authorities said he broke into the home through a back door and left a mess. He drank almost all the alcohol stored in the liquor cabinet, took items from the refrigerator. They reviewed the surveillance video and recognized Brand as someone they had arrested earlier. So okay, he probably got arrested. They let him go. So let me go and break into another house. He's got good taste, though. I mean, if you're going to break into houses, make sure it's a mansion with liquor and food in the fridge.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it just shows him walking inside and then never came out for 2 days. She's been charged with trespassing. Big deal. That won't last. He'll be out, probably out already by the time we read this article. It's probably over.
Yeah.
All I know is all we got to do is sick Frankie Citro on there, that guy, and they'll find him pretty quickly, right, John?
Oh, speaking of finding, they found that the guy that broke out of prison in Pennsylvania.
Yep, I read that.
Did you see that? Didn't the K9 get him?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I think the K9 locked down on him. They just let the K9 have a little fun with him for a while.
Yeah.
But did you see how he got out? He crabbed.
Oh yeah,
up
the
the
wall, and he just kind of walked.
That was impressive.
Yeah,
I got to be honest with you. That's strength to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
Don't you think?
But here's the thing about it. With this had happened before, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had information about this. Why wasn't that area fixed? Why wasn't there something put there, like a screen or something of that nature, over the top of that area where they could escape?
Right.
Is it that they want them to escape? Look, if my dog gets out and I see the hole in the fence where he was getting out, I'm fixing it.
Right.
I mean, what's wrong with our law enforcement, bro?
Crazy. It's crazy.
Overcrowding.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's get Geraldo on it. He'll track it down and figure out.
Oh my
Look, I know a place that was broken into not too long ago, and within like 24 hours they fixed the hole.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do,
right?
Yeah.
Especially if it's a big hole. Anyway.
Oh, we have the update on the millionaire doctor that got put with the yacht, with the prostitutes and the guns
yacht,
and stuff. I guess he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. So I guess he just decided to go out and have one last bang. I guess they were filming pornographic filming aboard. They found 1.5 ounces of cocaine, and of course he had guns on him. He had a permit in Florida that had expired. I don't think he's gonna, the prostitutes. I guess it's probably not legal in Nantucket. That's where they found. What was that song? I knew a man with a girl.
There was a man from
Nantucket. Yeah, that's something like that.
Who looked in the mirror and said,
"Fuck it."
Yeah.
Right. Well,
that's what this guy.
They showed a picture. He's 69 years old in the courtroom. He's got his head down.
Sure.
He'll be all right. He's never been arrested for anything. They said they'll probably work out something. They took his boat for evidence.
Was he in jail ever since that he took him off the boat?
They didn't say that, but he must have posted bail. I'm sure well, I don't know. For 1 ounce of coke, prostitutions, and illegal guns, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
But he was first time offender with all of it. So it was a big time first time offensive. But what the hell? Great time to what would you do? Go out if you got you were diagnosed with terminal cancer. I'm not going to give him hell for that. Going out and having prostitutes and cocaine.
So
Nobody's above the law, though, bro. I
Right?
don't care
No,
whether
I
you
know
have
he might have to
cancer.
pay for it.
I don't care whether you have a messed up toe or whatever. Nobody's above
Right.
the law.
Well, leave the girls alone. The coke and the guns.
So Patrick Frazee, who's in the chat room, by the way, is a Green Bay Packer fan, says, sorry to hear about Aaron Rodgers. Looks like this artificial turf is going to change for the better.
It has to.
They can name this the Aaron rule.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the NFLPA, if they have anything to do with it,
Right.
they're going to change it all.
And Chief says about this guy, our cancer
doctor?
guy,
Oh yeah.
was it 7 miles out from land? How far off of land did the article say?
They didn't say. how
Because
far
I'm
out.
guessing, Chief and John, you obviously can answer.
International waters.
You're in international miles, right? Right. So we don't know, but that's a good question. I don't think they were that far.
Who
out.
arrested him?
I don't think so either. Oh, that's Massachusetts State, or the Coast Guard and the Massachusetts State Police or whatever it was.
So okay, but the Coast Guard's one thing, but if it's the mass police that have the boat,
If it's outside the 7 mile limit, the Coast Guard does not have
Jurisdiction.
Oh, well, maybe the doctor got lucky. No, it has to be within 7 miles. Or
Chief says that's international water, which John already
Okay.
said. The only one that has jurisdiction is the Coast Guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, then he got
Wow.
busted. Well, here's the problem was I guess a woman had OD'd on board,
right,
and she was
calling for
and
help.
she was on FaceTime with
Yeah.
some friend of hers.
Yep.
That's what busted him.
Oh.
That's what busted him.
This show
I
is
hear-
self-destruct in 5 seconds.
in.
This just really breaking news.
Right.
All right, let's move on before we go to our last break. Steven Tyler, he suffered some sort of recent injury that caused cancellation of Aerosmith shows recently. What can you tell us about that from the medical desk? Now story with To The Voice, George Miklos, with this medical update on Steven Tyler.
My mother was a doctor, and I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express last night.
That was a nice vamp I
So
saw
for,
long enough, wasn't
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happened? Did he walk this way?
it? Yeah. And broke his hip.
Oh my
Hey,
God!
guys,
Let me find it.
I got something. I don't know if you saw it during the game. It was the game of the San Diego Chargers and the
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw nothing of that.
On the
Okay.
sideline.
Some of it.
On the sideline. Have you seen the new movie that's coming out called The Creator
I have not.
with the child that's AI? They finally bring AI out, and it's a
Okay.
child.
Okay.
They had the same stuff on the sideline of the game against.
We will self-destruct.
That's Mission Impossible.
I
Right?
can't talk right now.
You're on national TV.
Yes.
And they had them with the suits
Hope
on.
it's not an emergency.
They
I mean,
had
if
the
that's
suits-
something you need to take.
No,
step
they
off.
had the suits
Okay.
on,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
And they got AI walking on the sideline, guys.
What do you mean?
As security?
Yes.
Really?
Stop.
Check it out, dog. Hey, don't
I
take
will
my
pull it
word
up.
for it.
No,
Pull
I'll
it up.
I'll
I
And I'm
ain't.
sitting there and I'm saying, are you kidding
What do
me?
you mean,
There was
A-
about AI, just like in the movie, bro.
Walking on the sideline. Okay,
I'm sorry.
You gotta be.
I
understand
just
the
told you,
surprise,
man.
the
How
surprise.
much
I'm
more
reading
do-
a comment that Chief put in the chat room. Between Chief and John trying to crack me up during the flipping shows for crying out loud.
Flipping.
So what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, guys,
It's here.
for the longest, I've been saying this. This is what I've been saying, and my wife can tell you. For the last 15 to 20 years, I've been saying AI is going to replace everybody and everything,
Mhm.
whether it's the players on the field and that whole deal. They had an AI.
Does that mean they're going to replace the fans too?
No, I'm not just talking about that. But what I am saying is that they had AI out on the court playing basketball against a basketball player. So
You know what? I saw that video.
I'm telling you what I'm saying. So, gang, are we getting ready to put everybody out of a job?
Well, you
even-
won't even know who's the truth or the lies are if you see all people, famous people that we know that AI and they're saying stuff that they never would
Well,
say.
that's what I'm
They're
saying.
doing rap music that way now.
Absolutely. So AI doesn't feel any emotion. They don't get cry.
Nothing,
They
right.
don't do any of that type of stuff. And also for the owners, what's going to happen for the owners? They're going to make more money because workman compensation they don't have to deal with. They don't have to work with pay.
Why
any,
would you watch a game or any sport with artificial?
you won't. I'm trying to tell you, George.
We're
You
not-
won't know. They've got this thing fixed up so good. Pull it up on your phone and you'll see what I'm talking about. These people look like human beings.
Were they going to clone players that we know and love, and they're going to
Well, what do they do when they make commercials? They put little balls on them in that whole deal, right?
Yeah.
They put the little
And
balls,
it's
and
like
they're in the
mid
green
video
room,
games,
and they're
right.
doing all that, this, that, and the other. What do you think that they were setting themselves up for?
That's crazy.
Guys, I'm telling you, sooner or later, I guarantee you, what they're going to do is they're going to put somebody out there on the field, man, that's AI, and you are not going to know the difference. Bet me.
With that, we're going to step aside for our last break of the show. By the way, the comment that Chief put in there that cracked me up while you guys were talking, obviously he heard your phone, and so he goes, it's the hotline from the strippers to help with the union.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're watching the Roundtable. We got America Speaks next, a couple other odds and ends, and then we'll wrap it up. All right.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, I am Aaron Phillips. You are?
I'm Governor Val Brown Klingelhofer.
And we host what kind of show?
We host the most fabulous show on this network you've ever seen. It's all about Kiwanis and what's going on in our different cities.
And Kiwanis Connects is the title, and you can watch us every Friday morning, 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time, right on Facebook or WWDBTV. Say goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Aloha.
All right, welcome back.
That's
We are
right.
your AI hosts for the Roundtable.
It's crazy. Well, can you imagine us
Well,
in
you know
AI?
what? No.
Can you
If,
imagine?
There you go, right there. Okay.
if they're going to AI me, man, they better make some improvements on that AI thing with me. They better make me look a hell of a lot better than I am.
Well, you know, you are who you are.
So Thursday night football tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see, huh?
yeah, man.
Are they doing AI on tonight's show?
Yeah, Thursday night. It said Thursday night football. We'll use AI to help viewers better understand the action on the field.
Are they doing commentary?
What the hell is that?
Is that what they're doing? Is that what they're going to do?
I'm not sure
It's
on that
gonna look.
one.
It's gonna look like Madden game. Eventually,
I'll
it's
tell you
gonna
what,
be
who they're going to
Madden with
replace. They're going
AI.
to replace Joe Buck with AI anytime. I hate listening to Joe Buck.
You don't like Joe Buck?
Yeah.
You don't like him talking, hey, guys.
Wow.
And he's been on there forever,
I'll read
right?
it later. I'm going to read it later.
Yeah.
All right. So real
That's
quickly, it's
crazy.
time. You know what time it is? I'll tell you, this is great segue stuff.
Time
But
for you to stop messing with me, man.
me, I don't mess with nobody. Besides, I'd be afraid to mess with you because I don't want to get no calls from Donna.
Hey, can you run fast?
I used to. I did the 40 and 4.4 back in high school.
We've said,
Oh, that
you've
you
said
really,
that
you really
before.
would be way behind, bro.
4 hours and 4 minutes, exactly. All right, it is time for America Speaks. America Speaks.
All right,
They should have
everybody.
fixed the clock.
Right. This is America Speaks, where your opinion counts and not ours. These are your opinions, not me, Rick, or Aaron. I'm going to pick a
Or
topic.
John's.
Right, or John's. Although you guys can, can throw out
Talk
opinion.
amongst yourselves.
Now we are going to talk about Steven Tyler.
Mm.
We're going to try to make it light today.
Mhm.
Steven Tyler blew a blood vessel in his throat.
Blew
Now,
a blood vessel.
Yeah, that sounds like a sex thing. But no, he blew his vocal cords out. He's had issues with this like 15 years ago. And you have to rest your voice. They said the doctor said 30 days. He can't sing for 30 days. Well, here's a couple of you guys. Johnny Potatoes 925.
Johnny who?
Johnny Potatoes 925.
Potatoes.
That's what it says.
French fries, man.
Right.
Or what? A
It just
gratin?
says Johnny Potatoes 925. How in the heck did Tony Bennett have an 80-year career without losing his voice? Maybe he knew how to sing and not screech, yell, or howl. Well, that's the difference. Tony Bennett sang those
crooning
arranged.
songs.
You're right. Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Andy Williams, that
Now, I
kind
wanna
of
ask
stuff.
this
You
question.
left my heart
Yeah.
in
You
San
can't scratch-
Francisco.
and then
Wait,
you
who
get-
sings that song?
Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett.
Leave it to him. You stick
Okay,
to doing
my
that.
bad, my bad, my
And
bad.
then you have Steven Tyler.
But let me ask you a question. And I
Which
don't
is-
know this, and this is a
Aerosmith's
question.
great.
Was Steven Tyler known for some drugs and alcohol too? in his
Just a
rosy?
tad. Him and Joe Perry, the lead guitarist,
Okay.
were known as the Toxic Twins.
Okay, so
they were.
I think that is worse than screaming and yelling because the guys who do that, they know how to take care of their voice between gigs.
they do. But as
But
you
when
get
you've
older,
got all that other stuff,
and he's 75.
Yeah,
He
well,
doesn't do
as-
cocaine
well,
anymore.
no, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, but
you could have smoked 50 years ago, but you still have a chance of emphysema 50 years later if you
right.
stop smoking.
Well, again, he's 75, and as
So-
we get older, stuff's going to happen.
Yeah,
and
of
I'm
course.
he's going to
I
come up
thought
with some
maybe he
health
fell off the
issues.
stage and broke a hip. That
Well,
would
no,
be
they
more
made it sound
practical
like
for a 75-year-old.
Well, they did say that the injury was catastrophic.
Right.
Okay, well, his voice is his jaw is his moneymaker, so he's out for 30 days. Big deal. The guy's worth $100 million. Let's hear what everybody else says.
They can make AI.
Right. Definitely,
I'm
they
gonna let them
could.
do what they want.
They could. They could make it AI. All right, let's get back to the most important stuff.
This
and
show
get
has
back
been
to
the
your.
most loosest show I think we've ever.
It is.
really
It
is.
is.
I love being loose.
Oh,
Loose as a goose.
okay.
And
Thank
you know
God.
what goose do?
Thank God. Yeah, they
They
yeah.
peck.
Where the hell? You guys made me forget where I was at. Where the hell are
Johnny
you at?
Potatoes.
Hey, wait
Yeah.
a minute.
What?
I just realized.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! You're alive. Right.
That's why Ricky loved Lucy.
Oh, Ricky.
What?
For potatoes?
She was loose.
Oh!
Lucy.
She was a
Oh,
loose woman.
Lucy Goosey.
Leave
Oh,
Lucy
my
alone.
Okay, all right.
She's one of my
Alright.
favorite. Leave the
Chief
redhead alone.
says put Tyler in the bullpen for 30 days.
Okay,
He
well,
is.
He is. He's in
He's
this
in the
bullpen.
penalty box for 30
Right.
days.
Okay. Here's some Hobo 080. Hobo
Hobo?
080.
Okay.
Tyler never could sing. All he did was scream.
That's right.
Case in point.
Okay. Sky Hunter Eye singing at outdoor venues doesn't help either.
Oh,
Okay.
That's true. Especially in dry spots like the heat and desert and area and stuff.
Right, here goes Johan 69. He used to be able to sing. Now he just screams. He could take a lot of stress off his voice if he goes back to singing like his original Dream On version. You can hear a good voice
But he
without the
screams at the end
screeching.
of that, though. But he screams
Yeah.
at the end of that.
Well, you're there. All those guys are 75, mid 70s.
How does Mick Jagger
How
do it?
far?
Jagger never was never a screamer.
No,
Boy, I
they
was
were
gonna
more
say it,
bluesy rock. He never really. That's why he's
Jagger
lasted.
wasn't a screamer.
Well, the thing about it,
Girlfriends
guys,
probably
he's
were.
Have
look,
you seen his 35-year-old girlfriend? His new girlfriend?
She's
Yeah.
screaming. She's screaming, die already. I want your money.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
he's not. His parents lived to be 95 or so.
but here's the thing, just like when we go play the Raiders in Oakland, when we played in Oakland, right? Right behind us was the fence, and those folks back there, man, were smoking Cheech and Chong joints and stuff. And sometimes my throat, man, was like, oh my God. So what about up front, man, when he's doing his concerts, everybody up front, man,
Smoking
torquing
weed.
up, man,
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. No, I get.
He's got to mess his voice up a little bit,
well,
right?
that-
I mean,
Well, normally vocalists have a routine. They use honey and lemon, and he probably does all that stuff
Right.
too. But yeah, again, it's the age.
My good
After
friend
some
Tony
time,
Martini.
you're gonna lose your ability, especially singers, guitar players, drummers. Well, even their drummer is not on their tour now because he's got some health issues. That takes a lot out of you. 2 hours every night,
What do you
so-
have? Limp wrist syndrome?
Well, I have no
You're
idea.
sitting down for 2 hours.
Well,
crying
after
out loud.
50 years, you're
Patrick, let us know.
You know.
You're a drummer. Let us know what the injury could have been. Look, speaking of throats, here's the funny thing. I like cold water because I feel it quenches me.
right.
Room temper water and all that. Tony Martini, my dear friend, who is a crooner, he started out when Wayne Newton started on the Strip. He yelled at me all the time not to drink cold water because it actually damages the throat when
Right.
you use your throat a lot.
tightens it up.
It does.
It
Warm
does.
water, not warmer, at least room temperature water
Better, yeah.
is better. Unfortunately, warm water doesn't quench my thirst when I'm thirsty, so I
Right.
always have to have cold water.
Same thing
Sorry,
when you go to
Tony.
bed, too.
Oh,
When
how
you go to
about this
bed,
one?
it helps you,
This-
What, warm
digest.
water?
Yeah, warm water.
Yeah.
Helps you
milk?
digest
I
and
can't
everything.
drink
Warm
warm
milk.
Yeah, warm
I do
water.
milk.
sucks.
Enema does that too. Why would I drink warm water?
I
Or-
do.
An enema in the mouth? All right. Here,
Oh,
how
it
about,
helps your digestion. That was what he was
I'm
saying.
learning a lot about you, man, on this
Okay.
show, bro.
It's the
about this one?
congestion. It's not me. It's the congestion.
Bobo the Tailor. I too lost my
Oh,
voice.
Another hobo?
Yeah, Bobo the Tailor. I too lost my voice, although it's frustrating not to be able to voice your opinion. My marriage is now better
Hey,
and
you
shows
can't
no sign
use
of
the word
imploding.
He can't use the word voice unless he pays me.
Right. Right.
I own that name.
Jesus loves
Except
1
the
through
image.
T. How about this one? Jesus loves
Think about
132574.
all the gold I want.
Years of rehab and sexual assault accusations cause more damage than the nodules. There's the nodules in your voice.
Yeah.
That's what he's.
Well, there have been a lot of singers over the
You
years.
got
that-
nodule here. You got a nodule there. I mean, you got
yeah,
nodules all
I got all the place.
There have been many singers over the years, obviously, that have had throat issues, have had to take time
Right.
just because of use,
Right.
not for any medical reason. But
Yep.
Well, that's it. That's pretty much
That's
it.
it?
Yeah,
That's
pretty
it.
much it.
It's a light.
Yeah,
America
I'm trying to
Speaks.
keep it like this. You know, Steven Tyler and see what people are saying. They're
Mhm.
not really capping on him too
But I am
hard.
not going to end it lightly.
That's it. That's,
MGM and Caesar's Palace have been struck
you know,
cyber attacks.
Oh yeah.
did you know they found the group admitted and came out?
Yep.
It was a
They're out
Russian.
of they're
was a
Spider
Russian-
or something or
It
other.
was a
Yes.
Russian hack group that
I
had
saw United
previously
Kingdom, I
hacked.
saw UK.
You know,
I
they
didn't see Russia. Okay.
and the Caesars Entertainment were hacked by them a couple of years ago,
Right,
and
right.
they paid them millions of
Yes, they
dollars.
did.
Yes.
Yes,
So
they did.
this is what they're doing now. And again, they said, they interviewed some of the MGM employees here in town. They said they were told a week to 10 days before they fix it. So they're like in day 5 now. People trying to get out of the hotels or check
Yeah,
in.
the key
I went
cards
onto their
in the ATM,
websites just to
nothing.
see. You can't get on their websites.
Wow.
So this stuff, and again, the AI shit coming on, and now these hacking the computers,
Yeah.
these groups that are not getting in trouble at all. They're in Russia, so
Right.
they don't care.
Look, you know, John.
They're going to take us down somehow.
If you guys would like to protect yourselves from that kind of thing, I suggest that you tune in to Matt Jackson's Cybersecurity Awareness TV
Look at
on
that
Saturdays
segue.
here at WWDBTV.
He's
There you
good.
go.
He's good.
I
isn't
set
he?
him up purposely.
There you
He's
go.
good.
He took my fastball right
Thank you,
down
man.
He
and
did.
hit a home run.
He
You
went
did
down-
exactly where I was
Yeah,
going.
He went down
There's
550.
that channel
550.
515, didn't
Yeah.
he? He went down 515
That's
at
right.
100 mile an hour.
Yeah, he shot that thing 500 feet.
That's right. Well, Mac Jackson, as John said, Channel 3 actually brought him in to be interviewed
Oh, he
For the
did.
4th time.
about all the cyber attacks and
He's
stuff.
their go-to guy.
Yeah.
When did we get interviewed on local TV 4 times? When did that happen?
Well,
We have to be arrested first.
Do
By the way,
something.
you know Sean Salisbury.
I do.
Do you know
Yes.
him at all personally?
I don't.
You don't.
I know of him.
Yeah.
Well, he and I have been. I got connected with him because of Rich Perez. We did a show and he was a guest.
Right.
But he and I are connected on Facebook and LinkedIn, and we're not bosom buddies, but we trade some messages and likes. So on LinkedIn, he posted something. If you guys, Chief says use credit cards. Hell no, cash, folks. It's not a bad point.
What,
The problem is nobody touches cash anymore.
There
Right.
we go.
So
You talking about for the strippers?
no, for
Oh.
the cyber,
Oh, okay.
got to use gloves with them.
Yeah,
with the
that's why I don't handle $1
money.
bills.
Let's say
Now,
$1.
if you imagine the girl,
Fives only, please.
hookers
So-
that are legs, but use the credit card and swipe between their legs.
Oh, man. Lord
talk
have
about a
mercy.
transact card.
Oh my God.
Transact.
man.
So Salisbury posted on LinkedIn that he was hired with some new sports network out of I want to say Texas. I'll have to find the post. So he was talking about everybody that's involved, and so I messaged him. I responded. I said, "Hey, Sean, hope all is well. Congrats." I said, "By the way, I do a show co-hosted by former Denver Bronco Rick Upchurch, broadcast veteran George Miklos, and myself, called Ba 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 Ba.
That's nice of you.
And if you ever want to need some extra content, dude," I said, "we're right here."
Oh,
And you
that's
know what
good.
he did? He hit like, so he's aware that the post is there.
All right.
So who knows? Sean, give us a call. Maybe
that-
I ought to invite him to come on the show.
That dog. will
Where does
hunt,
he live
huh?
at? Where does he?
He's also, I believe I want to say, I think Texas.
Is he still doing stuff? I mean, he was always a regular.
He was on TV. And,
Yeah,
no,
for
he's not on TV anywhere. But this format, this platform that he talked about, may get him back in,
Okay.
and maybe
yeah.
we'll be part of it.
Well, let me tell you, ESPN, they cut a lot of folks this
Susie
past
Colbert
year.
was one.
I
That was the
mean,
big
a
one.
lot
I
of
was
guys.
shocked. 20-some years.
Yeah.
How do you do that to someone?
Let me tell you, AI is getting ready to take over all those jobs.
He's
Make
on
no
it.
mistake
He's on
about
those are
it.
his 2 favorite
I am
letters of the alphabet.
because once
AI.
again, they're putting people out of jobs, man.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
JOBs, man. So people be aware of what's getting ready to happen, man.
And it
Here
starts
around
with
the
your
world.
printer.
So is LGBTQ. They're putting people out of work too. But he's got the favorite.
Well, I'm talking about artificial stuff. That's
So-
what I'm talking
was
about.
that?
Chief, to answer your question, I have not heard. I didn't even know that they were moving, but they were on a channel up in I have DirecTV. Which, by the way, will you guys please settle with Nexstar so I can get Channel 8 back? Even though I had to purchase the NFL ticket on YouTube, if my Giants are on Channel 8 locally,
did that?
settle that, will you please? Anyway, and then today I read I could actually get the games on Paramount Plus, which I have. Anyway, Chief, I honestly
Told
don't.
ya.
I honestly don't know. Scott would probably know the answer to that. If anybody knows with the new channel on TV that the Knights will be on, we need to share that as soon as possible. All right.
Within the next 45 seconds.
Oh,
That's
funny,
right.
funny you mentioned that. I worked the last 2 days on an NHL commercial.
There you
2
go.
days
Yes,
at
I
the
remember
City
that.
National Arena.
All right, with that, he's given us the cut sign. Final thoughts. It's been a fun show.
Yes, it has. Thanks again for joining us, guys.
I should have
Again, I wanted to know if
Did you hit
anybody
record, by the way?
does anybody know what's missing. But keep your head above water. We know we're in troubled times. Just keep your head up. Get up every morning. Keep going to work.
Hey guys, I won't be here next week. I'll be in Denver. They're celebrating the Super Bowl 32 and 33 team.
Yep.
So we'll all be back there. What I'm going to try and
Are
do.
you going to go to the Beetlejuice play?
No, I'm not going to the Beetlejuice play. So what I'm going to try and do is maybe get some interviews, guys. Okay.
And some
That would be
demos.
cool.
And some demos in that hotel.
Promotions.
What do you think?
I think that'll be great.
I
That
would
would be
That's okay?
that would be awesome.
Let me see what I can do, man.
All right, let's
so,
do it. That'll
so
be
it should
fun.
be
So
great.
it's not this weekend. It's the following
No,
weekend.
he's leaving
This week.
Oh,
He's
so
leaving,
it's this
you're
weekend.
leaving tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you'll be
see,
back.
the following 2 weeks from today. You're back in studio.
No, I'll be back Monday.
Oh, so you're not missing anything.
No, I won't
Oh,
be missing anything.
Oh,
just
just
a
the
long
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah,
Just a long
it's
weekend.
long
All right,
weekend. Yeah.
there you go. We love it. All right, with that, everybody, listen, before I forget, tomorrow night is Rosh Hashanah Eve, starts the Jewish holiday of the Jewish New Year. And then 10 days after that, the holiday of Yom Kippur, which is a day that we ask for forgiveness and be written in the book of life for another year. God, I
Sweet
hope
bread,
so.
sweet bread, pomegranates, they're all man for you.
I like pomegranate.
Okay. Do you have any final thoughts officially before we say goodbye?
You know what? Love you all out there. Keep watching the show. We're going to bring the best to you.
You betcha. You know it. By the way, the answer is the 3 microphone stands. Anyway, with that, have a great weekend.
Oh,
By
you
the way,
cheated.
tomorrow,
You told me.
9 a.m., Kiwanis Connects, Governor Val and I will be hosting the show together.
Is
She's
that tomorrow?
that is tomorrow. She's going to be the guest, and I'm going to interview her about her last couple of weeks in office and what she wants to accomplish. All right. Be kind to everybody. That's how we're all have. We'll see you next time on the Roundtable. Tomorrow, Kiwanis Connects. So, everybody, be safe, happy, and wealthy.